Alright, massive Dystopia fans. Fans who like to collect every release they have ever had because they are my favorite band of all time and they hold a high place in everybody's heart. See, I happen to own every release, including the VHS tape, which is pretty rare. The point of this video is to go through each release and tell you the differences between the vinyl releases and the CDs. We're going to start with Human Equals Garbage. It contains the Embittered Split, the Grief Split, and of course the Human Equals Garbage EP. Awesome. Now, the vinyl artwork's a little darker than the CD artwork, but, it's the same thing. Now, on the back of it, it says, it contains the first 5 songs on the Human Equals Garbage CD. Came out the same year. And the only song that's missing on the CD that's not on any of the vinyls is Broken Shell, and of course the bonus track at the end of Sleep. Of course, the insert and the middle are the same thing with the Aftermath vinyl and CD. And another similarity is that the booklets are the same for this release. Different paper, of course, but... Anyway, as far as the booklet goes for the CD, of course, all the booklets for all the vinyl presses are all together in one thing. And the main difference is that, like this Human Equals Garbage EP booklet right here, some of the pages are colored. And it's not just this one, it's some of the other ones too. Then you've got some unreleased artwork like this one right here. And there's also the intro from Grease, which didn't make it to the CD pressing, but is on the vinyl pressing. Pretty cool. I don't know why they left it out, but... Anyway, so some of the other bands that have made splits with them on the other releases are pretty badass. I mean, you've got Grief, who's pretty slow. You got Embittered, which is like British crossed. I mean, they're pretty good. But we're going to start with the Grief Split. Of course, you got a cool layout, some really cool artwork right here on the Dystopia side, which has made some t-shirts. And of course, the circle with the lyrics is pretty cool. Then the Grief side, you got the lyrics for their songs and a big catalog full of their t-shirts and albums and everything. It's nice to know what they've released. They've released 2 songs on this album. Dystopia released 1 song called Sleep. And as you can see right here, there's a rust stain, which is from this razor blade that came with the album when it was released. Now, the Embittered Split's pretty cool because it contains most of the second half of Human Equals Garbage. Of course, the booklet right here is kind of yellowish. And let's see, it has 2 sides. For the Dystopia side, it's one way, and for the Embittered side, you have to flip it around to read it. It's pretty cool packaging. And what else is cool is that the middle on the CD, which is the 6th song, is called The Beginning on the Embittered Split. It's pretty cool they pay attention to details like that, especially since it's the first song on that side. And there's some engraving on the vinyl. On the Dystopia side, it says, "Plant the seeds, smoke the weed, signed Mouse 718. And of course, you got this artwork right here in the middle that never made any of the CD artworks. Pretty creepy. Now for the Aftermath. We've got 3 releases here. We've got the Suffering Luna Split, the Skaven Split, and the Backstabber EP. Pretty popular stuff. And on the back of the CD, you have this artwork right here, which never made any of the vinyls. And on the Dystopia side of the Grief Split, the insert made into the Aftermath's artwork booklet. And for the most part, the Aftermath's booklet's the same for the CD and the vinyl, except for this front cover of the vinyl right here. And on the back of the vinyl, there's a cool etching right here. It looks kind of like a baby getting strangled, whatever. Dino's a very talented man. I mean, he did this himself. It's a little difficult to photograph. Anyway, so there's the picture of the kids, which made it to the CD, of course, behind the disc. Now I talk about the Backstabber EP. This is a really popular release. This Coke thing right here, this didn't make it any of the CD releases, but the rest of the artwork did. It's got a nice fold out. And this picture right here on the back also didn't make it anywhere else. Now you got this cop jumping up in the air, which didn't make it any of the CD artworks. Now for the Suffering Luna Split. This is cool. This has a big, massive, fold-out type of layout. You got this weird, wavy kind of insert going on both sides, and the only way you know which is, it's engraved side A or B. Anyway, so you got the album information. You got a picture of a kid being bruised up. How brutal. And when you unfold the artwork, you get a beautiful painting or drawing or whatever. Poster worthy. Anyway, so Life, What a Beautiful Choice. This was in the CD artwork. Also tells you the band information. And on the back of this poster, you get a kid holding a helmet for the Suffering Lunacide. It's pretty sick, very Crust-like. Now, what's missing on this release is the inclusion of the Breakfast Club sample that's on the CD version. It makes it a little heavier. Undeniably, though, the sample fits on the CD version. Now for the Skaven Split. This one's real popular. They actually had to repress this a couple times. Now, this is the only release where you'll have to open it from the top to get the vinyl out. Of course, you got this picture of the band, which is never made anywhere else. And there's some vinyl engraving in this one on each side. Kind of hard to make out what each says. This picture right here looks kind of like a chicken. It's never made anywhere. Anyway, also this is a really popular picture right here. It's never made it to their other releases, but it's on the internet all the time, so. And just like the Embedded Split, you have to flip sides. And look at this. This is awesome. You got all the posters with the bands together. Now, for the Dystopia self-titled. Basically, everything's on there except for the bonus track on the CD. And of course, you got this brain-like thing as the insert. It looks kind of like Krang from the Ninja Turtles. Didn't make it into the CD artwork, but whatever. And now we have the rear VHS tape, which I'm not sure how many copies were made of this, but it contains 3 shows. In Germany, Oregon, and California. And now for the Tank Crimes reissue of Human Equals Garbage. Thank you, Scotty. Sounds really good. It has all 12 songs on it from the CD, including Broken Shell. Yay. This means that the Aftermath is next. I hope Cosmetic Plagues is on it. Anyway, the artwork looks really good. Obviously, it's a bit lighter because it takes on after the CD instead of the original vinyl version, which was a lot darker. But you have clear vinyl. It sounds really good. It's really big. You got the artwork from the CD on there, as well as the gas mask. And the artwork from the booklet is really smooth and clean. Looks really good. No complaints in this department. The CD prices will often depend on where you buy them from, but usually they won't be any more expensive than $20. The Grief Split usually runs around the ballpark of $35. The Suffering Luna Split usually runs around $30. The Backstabber EP usually runs about $30 to $35, even though it was really popular. A cheap copy of the Skaven Split is usually about $50. The Embittered Split usually runs about $60. The self-titled LP usually runs $20 brand new. The original press of Human Equals Garbage will usually run you about $60 to $70 if you want a good copy. Same thing with the Aftermath if you buy it used. Which is the better album? You be the judge. Well, thank you for watching. This band has inspired many people throughout the years, and even though they have gone on to form other bands, and the chances of them reuniting are slim, I would give them a warm welcome back.